just a nigga out of NC, tryna put you up on game, to put it simply. Remember days I was empty, remain true to myself, that's always been key. Alright, tuned in to another very fucking special episode of Broke Conversations. I'm your host, OG Odie. Got my nigga Muhammad and Ben up in this bitch.
Hey, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in this bitch just chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? Just talking about stuff, current event topics that's going on, you know what I'm saying? The things that matter. Asking the questions, what show was better? Shit, give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all think. What show was better, The Office or was it Parks and Rec?
Okay,
let me fucking know. But nah. We ain't gonna start on that. We ain't gonna start on that. But what I do want to start with is I don't know if y'all heard, but Conor McGregor has stated his retirement. What y'all think about that?
Damn, that makes me really sad because that man is a fucking legend.
Yeah.
As a redheaded man right here. I love that man. Like he can fucking get it. I just love his energy, bro.
Yeah.
He really I don't know. He makes it interesting to me. Like he's just so fucking funny, and he does not give a shit. Yeah.
I mean, if you have the money, yeah, fucking retired. He's a millionaire.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I want to get fucked up.
He doesn't. I know he doesn't want to get hit in the head anymore. That's for fucking sure. I don't. Yeah. I don't doubt at all that
the best people or the greatest
the
or the people that we view as like the best are the people that can do that shit, take the damage and get out. Like Mike Tyson, he's not how Ali was. Ali was shaking.
Mike Tyson has been hit
crazy
but I'm saying physically he's not affected. You know what I'm saying? As much as Muhammad Ali would be. You know what I'm saying?
Muhammad Ali took some hits in his early age, but and
his whole fighting style, like it was bound to happen. If you got your hands down, you can't dodge everything. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And that was, you know what I'm saying? That's how he changed the world of boxing. You know,
I just tossed my man the lighter.
For sure.
Y'all know it.
Sure. But hey, all this stuff going on, the Black Lives Matter movement versus the All Lives Matters movement, and I just realized that I think I saw an article when I was doing research for this shit. I think the Amazon is still burning, and ain't nobody saying shit about it. Ain't that crazy?
Oh,
yeah. You remember earlier in the was it last year?
Dude,
yeah,
we were just before this started talking about global warming stuff and how it's being ignored.
Yeah.
Like, the media has completely moved on to a new topic.
I thought it stopped a while ago.
A new agenda.
Yeah, bro. Nah, you just stopped seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Wow. And that's crazy, yo. Like, it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? The media, I think some of them do and some of them don't understand, like, the power of their only singular view on things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no disputing what they say. That's why I really don't like local news. That's something I was doing when I was looking up, like, notes for the podcast and shit. All of them are basically headlines. This dude was accused of robbing somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's no feeling. There's no whole story to it. It's just like a statement. This dude, he killed a baby. Blah blah blah. This woman, she got arrested for what at McDonald's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not expressive. It's just like point blank and period. And that's something that's lame as fuck that I don't like about local paper.
I feel that actually.
I understand.
But yeah,
it's a lot of it can be very sad and just very bland.
Mm. But yeah, man, it's still burning, man. Ain't nobody saying shit about it. I just want to bring, you know what I'm saying, a little awareness to it, cause
you fucking aware of me, bro. I didn't know shit about that.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Like, it's crazy. And then, even closer than that, you know what I'm saying, Cali. Wait, is it Cali? I think it's Cali. I think it was one of some forest fires or some shit out there in Cali at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. California was on fire.
Yeah.
For a little bit, but I didn't hear anything else about that.
Right.
Yeah, and I was.
But shit, what y'all think about the media portraying the message defund the police? So, before you think about the media, what y'all think about people proposing
the All Lives Matter versus the Black Lives Matter that you were bringing up?
I mean, I feel like my opinion on that is just cut and dry. Like, if you saw that video of George Floyd dying, or if you're hearing about, well, let's bring this up too. If you're hearing about Breonna Taylor, like, bro, I was listening to the Breakfast Club podcast the other day, and they had Breonna Taylor's mother on the phone on the line, and she it was like a video chat, whatever, and she explained like what happened, and it was so crazy to hear her, and she broke down talking about it. You know what I'm saying? The police, when what happened was the police, they came in, no knock warrant, in the wrong house. And
oh shit,
they claimed to be making a drug bust, and they shot Breonna Taylor 8 times. She was in bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, she was in bed, and they also shot at her boyfriend, but he had a gun. He shot back because he thought they were intruders. And
I saw that.
And they initially
he had no idea what was going on.
Exactly, and they initially tried to charge him with attempted murder, but I think I heard that those charges are dropped now.
Yeah,
but
I heard about that too online.
But yeah, that's not even the worst part. Like, after all this happened, they gave her mother the running around. Like, she was on the phone with the boyfriend, and I don't remember what was said, but she rushed to the house, and the police, they wouldn't let her in, and they was asking all types of questions that didn't matter. Like, do you know anybody that want to hurt Breonna? Like, what did that have to do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? They was really just giving her the runaround. They weren't even telling her that she was dead. You know what I'm saying? They was asking the mother meaningless questions, and like, she didn't even get to see her daughter till hours later, and then come to find out that they snuck the body away as she was waiting, as they was getting her running around the corners. They took her body away to wherever, so she didn't even get to see her daughter in the bed or at the crime scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so crazy because y'all didn't know the specifics of it, and I didn't either, because the George Floyd shit, it was on camera. You know what I'm saying? The Ahmaud Arbery, this shit is on camera, but somebody
are becoming so powerful, like,
dude. Hell
it's becoming a must at this point. Like, these body cams for these officers, like, honestly, fuck defunding the police.
It's not even the body cams, my nigga. Like, they be covering them and cutting off the body cams, so it don't fucking matter, my nigga.
Fuck defunding the police. We need to fund, even if we defund parts of them, we need to make all of them wear cameras or something. Like, watch them 24/7. Have someone.
A lot of them are.
Have someone,
and they need to. And this needs to become a bigger thing. And I don't mean like, oh, the police go back and watch it. We need to have like some sort of agency that can sit there and
overview
their actions. And I don't mean an agency connected to the police force. This needs to be a secondary government-funded operation that has no connection to the police, where the police are not going to be able to bribe them or anything.
Correct.
Just some agency in an agency like the FBI, where they watch all this footage, where they hire, and it'll not only create more jobs, but they will stop this anarchy of our police officers, of these people who just want this power and this gun and this badge to just go do whatever the fuck they want.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I think that defunding the police and taking some of the money from the police force, and distributing it to organizations just like you said, that would be you know what I'm saying, that would be something, good. Everybody, not everybody, a lot of the media, they're really trying to paint defunding the police as like
we don't need to be destroying this country. We need to be reforming it.
Exactly. And it's really crazy because, like, I heard the NYPD, they budget for like last year was like $6 billion, $5 billion, like right. Billion, like
right. They use a lot of shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Their uniform.
If you took even $1 billion,
they do a lot of helicopter surveillance stuff like that.
Exactly, and it's always people like us. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown people. They always, you can see it, like, even here, like, this area is not really too high in crime in comparison to other cities, but they always watching this. They always riding through this hood. You know what I'm saying? They always around it. You know what I'm saying?
I saw this one police officer, actually, a retired police officer, who posted about like training, how the training is for the police officers. A lot of police officers usually target darker people anyway.
Exactly.
They're trained to. That's what they're trained to do.
And
that's literally in their training.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in any environment, black or white, no matter what color you are, green, whatever, in any environment, if everybody or majority of people there are poor, the crime rate is
Usually higher there.
going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be. You can't stop it. It's going to be statistically higher.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, the way black people they're painted in the media, you know, it's not cool. You know,
I want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And like even let's keep it specifically to news. Like even I know you've been seeing throughout the years shit like news clips of like dumbass black like black people that shouldn't be on. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no manners. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like a mockery. Bruh, all you got to do is go 2 or 3 houses down to somebody that got some common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like people that they be acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? And it's not by chance. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is really like here just to keep us back.
Yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of shit happen here.
What you mean?
Do people usually wild out around here or no? Like, or how's the like neighborhood here?
I mean, we be chilling for the most part.
Got you.
Yeah, we be. I mean, some stuff.
When we pulled up, I just saw some people having fun out there.
Yeah,
Like, celebrating and
everyone's chilling here.
We be chilling for the most part.
Cause I've never been. You know, the only time I've ever been down here is when you invited me here.
Yeah.
I know people always act like the hood is wild, but honestly, it just seems like a really like happy.
I mean, I live in the hood too. Shit, you know where I fucking live.
It's just like all people are the same. We just got different customs. Just like if you go to Europe right now,
I think the hood is more neighborly. Honestly, like this place has like more neighbors who know.
Everybody knows me here anyway.
In white neighborhoods, like a lot of people don't know each other. Like honestly,
dude, literally when I walked out of the door, like fuck man, when I walked out of the car, everyone pointed at me and was like, "Look, Lil Mike's right there." I was like, "I'm not Lil Mike, motherfucker. Don't call me that."
I love that.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I know
some people call me Mike. You know that? That's really
that gets on my nerves.
Mike is my dad's nickname at the store, but I don't mind it at all. I think it's pretty gangster as fuck, actually. I am technically Mike. I run that bitch.
Right.
70 hours a week, no days off.
I think it's funny in the concept that you're the new Mike. You know what I mean? Like you've taken the title of Mike, like it's a title or something, bro.
Yeah.
He is the Mike now.
That's my title, dog.
What the
Mike.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's hardcore, Maji. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Though. I hear you.
We you know we really are the same. We really are the same. You know, more people we're just more expressive.
Man, we all have blood. When we get cut, we all bleed. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta take the time to observe and understand.
We're all the same under our fucking skin. We all bleed red.
Whenever I analyze people, I don't ever look at anyone's skin color. Yeah. It's just what you are. Yeah. It's just what you are. So
for a second, I think I was a little ignorant of it all because I just was not. I didn't understand it was such a problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've never had a problem making friends with anyone of any color. Like, honestly, my 2 best friends are Arabic and, like, Asian American. Mm-hmm. And, like, so I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly. And so I was ignorant at first because I just didn't realize it was such a fucking problem.
Yeah, bro.
Like, honestly. I had to realize that.
You meant Arabian, right?
Arabian. I'm so sorry,
You're okay, bro.
I said Arabic. My bad. I'm so mean. I'm terrible.
No, that's good. I'm just correcting you because you always correct me, you know?
Yeah, that's good, though. That's because you're a smart man.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
But, shit. I just read and reviewed that NASCAR bans the Confederate flag from I guess that means people entering it and people like putting it up on poles and shit.
That's hecka funny. That's gonna trigger that's gonna trigger so many of their fucking audience. Like that's.
I mean, honestly, like they should have. Like it don't make sense that like they still have statues and buildings named after people that are racist. You know what I'm saying? People that have been slave owners and shit like that.
Yeah.
If you want to be a progressive country.
Yeah.
If you claim to.
How do you see that? How do you see the flag?
What you mean?
Like the Confederate flag.
I understand that it stands for more than just racism, but.
Yeah.
It's not just purely racism, but the fact that those people were threatening to disassemble from the whole United States because one of the reasons were the South wanted to keep slaves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The rebels, that's what they wanted because it was going to eventually fuck up their money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my nigga, people have to live. People have to, you know what I'm saying, be
it's fucked up.
People. Yeah.
We shouldn't even. You shouldn't like they're humans. Yeah, we're people. They're people.
I can't believe this is a problem.
A fucking person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It still happens now. People still buying and selling people now.
Yeah,
in foreign countries. I know. It happens all
over
the world.
That's actually a huge problem on Tinder. Even is
Yeah,
people
people
will
are getting
go on
raped.
there and say to meet you up with somewhere,
Raped
and they'll be like, "Hey, you want to meet me up at my car?" And they will literally
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
believe
snatch
that.
you and
I
put you in
believe it.
fucking human trafficking. It's
Yeah,
a huge
that's
problem
what I
on
was
a
just
lot
about
of
to
these
say.
dating apps, actually, and they're
Sex
not
trafficking.
talking about it as much.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that they probably talked about it years ago, but they don't.
And there's
You know, when it's not on someone's agenda, it's. I mean, they're focusing on in other countries even, and it's a fucking huge problem here. I see people going out and helping with human trafficking in like Africa and just like other like places with harsh environments, and it's. I don't know. I think we need to help our own country here first.
Word.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the people that are saying all lives matter, it's like, yo, why can't we just like have errors anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like people don't respect errors. You know what I'm saying? Just like for a trend, like maybe like the way people wear their hats now and the way they wore 'em. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, sometimes people they're focused on one specific thing. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Then we can get to all the other shit later. How come every time or a lot of the times there's some black issues in America, they always want to say get the fuck over it. Oh, slavery, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck it was. Oh yeah, he got shot. Yeah, or whatever, get over it. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, we're sick and we're tired of it, and we've been sick and tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's all
Yeah. So something I saw with Black Lives Matter is that it's like they're not saying that all lives don't matter. It's just that like right now Black lives need to matter a little more. You know,
not
is
even no,
not even like
not
that.
matter more, not matter more. We just wanna,
I think it just needs to be a brought up concept. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like there's a racial issues for white people right now.
It just
like
needs to be. It just needs to be magnified. Like,
exactly. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to like.
No, you
say
good.
It like
you
that.
good. I just want to make it clear. You know, we don't want to matter more. It's not mattering more. We just want to matter as much. That's all we ask for.
No, hell yeah.
Even after all these years,
but these problems need to be magnified. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but that shit. Yeah. I feel like that's really most of, you know what I'm saying, what I feel about everything that's going on. Like I don't know if y'all heard the last podcast. Well, nah. I didn't even release it yet, but shit, the podcast I'm about to release,
I'm waiting.
We talked a little bit about that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just reiterating, you know what I'm saying, some of my views and shit about it. But have y'all seen the pictures of the Democrats kneeling in the African Nancy Pelosi, and they was wearing like African scarves, you know, them long scarves with African colors on it.
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see that yet. What were they trying to do that for?
But yeah, I just we just got a chance to look at the bullshit they wanted to play. Nancy Pelosi and them, you know what I'm saying, that was wearing the African kentes and you know what I'm saying, and we were just talking. We had to pause it for a second, and I raised the question, what the fuck does being African have to do with African Americans, specifically when they're trying to reform police, and you know what I'm saying.
To me, it seemed like not only like cultural appropriation because it's not their culture. I mean, I don't know why they all felt the need to wear the scarves. I don't know why they couldn't just take a knee for the time. I mean, that would have sent literally a direct message.
What I wanted to say was, if they really gave a shit, they should have just donated like $1 million or something.
On God, like for real.
To,
I mean, they're all wearing like these nice
black
fucking
communities
dress clothes
to make
shit.
like Section 8s nicer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's possible to make Section 8 nicer.
Well, you get what I'm saying. Like, just donate.
I mean, and how much did these fucking scarves cost? Like, were these like nicely made, like fucking scarves?
Yeah.
Like, how much did this shit cost them all to get the same fucking scarf made like that and shit? Like, I'm just saying. Like, did they have like who made the scarf? By the way, where did these kentes come from?
That shit was crazy. That I don't know, bro.
What were you gonna say?
That look like the most. The more I think about it, the more outrageous it is. Like, yo, what is that shit crazy? It's like super disrespect. It seemed like a parody. It seemed like a parody. Like that shit wasn't even real. That shit should have been in the fucking Dave Chappelle skit.
They're trying too hard. Definitely.
That shit is fucking crazy. But anyway, moving the fuck on. I believe recently. I don't remember which state, but they passed a law called the Amy Cooper Law, and it charges people that want to be out in public, like white people that specifically, you know what I'm saying, try to bring the police to black people. They charge that as a hate crime.
That's awesome.
You'll be charged with a hate crime. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If somebody black, if a black person, we outside and we fucking at a cookout, you know what I'm saying, and fucking Karen, you know what I'm saying, want to come
scared.
by, yeah, want to come, not even get scared, just don't mind they fucking business. Black people don't be bothering nobody.
I know.
For you to specifically walk up in our face and cause the issue, it's like, yo.
All my neighbors are black, so you know.
Bro, every time I go to Muhammad's gas station, like, I love everyone there. They're so fucking funny, and they're like chill as fuck. I got my nickname Red. Like, they know me. You know what I mean? It's not like they just ignore you and shit. Like, they remember you, and they have a fucking personality. Right. I mean, they're fucking people.
Whenever people try to disrespect him in my store, I get them right every fucking time. And then they're like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, yeah, don't disrespect my
I'm just chilling, too, when I'm there.
So
yeah, especially if you're with me. If you're with me and one of my customers disrespect you, I'm going to disown them.
Oh, yeah.
The fuck?
Oh yeah, I'll be on that.
Nah,
I'll be on that.
That's
yeah,
fucking stupid shit. Don't
disrespect
anybody in my building, please.
I know they'd be like demanding me to do shit. I'd be like, I do not work here.
Word.
Yeah, shit. Y'all have any more topics to add? I think you had something. I forgot what you said in the beginning.
Want to talk about something, right?
Oh, the All Lives Matter versus the Black Lives Matter,
I think it was something else. I thought it was something else.
Oh, I did. I'm trying to remember what it was.
It's cool. Hold up.
Me.
All right, go ahead. You said what?
Okay, so Theo just completely reminded me that all these riots, like even especially in Raleigh, which is a huge city in North Carolina, these are getting out of hand.
It's the capital.
And I'm wondering, like, a lot of people there are even bringing up coronavirus connected to these riots. Like, what is it going to do for, like, long-term effect? I mean, were we getting close to having it finish off, and now is it going to rise back up, or is this going to be good? I mean, if everyone starts getting coronavirus and becomes immune to it, like, is this going to help us get over it faster? I mean, in some cases, this could help, and in other cases, if the hospitals aren't ready to manage this could be terrible.
The fact that people have been rioting for weeks and they still have yet to really cover the coronavirus, because ever since these riots been happening, and that's really all they talking about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing else. And they want to, you know what I'm saying, depict it in different ways and shit.
I feel that.
The reason why I want to go get a gun is because...
Dude, I get you. I mean, I would be scared for my store, bro.
That's fucking crazy shit. They're burning shit down, you know? But the whole West Side knows, like, what the fuck? We're the suppliers for everybody, so just be cool. Just be cool. That's all you gotta do. We're just trying to do business.
You like that?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, at any moment, if someone was like, I want a snack, I mean, they could come smash the fucking window just for a fucking snack, just to be stupid. You know what I mean?
For doing that shit.
And you know what? I would want a gun too, because not even to shoot at someone. I mean, you could fucking shoot towards them and scare the shit out of them. Or you could pop him in the leg. I mean, you don't necessarily need to kill the man.
Yeah.
To fucking show him who he's fucking with. You know what I mean? Nah. And I think a lot of these cops are even not getting it. Like, what's with this fucking...
But even if y'all get a gun, like, if niggas want to riot, you ain't stopping them. Unless you got an AK with 1,000 rounds.
Bro, no. I mean, they've been using the tear gas to disarm these crowds, but they just they'll pile right back in after the tear gas disperses. I mean, it's crazy. What they do is they literally keep throwing the tear gas at them and keep making a move until they tire. They'll tire the fuck out of them.
Before I forget about what you said about the riot.
Salud.
I appreciate it. I agree with you with this shit that has nothing to do with honoring George Floyd or honoring Breonna Taylor or honoring Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you, but I feel like the peaceful protests, they're really trying to depict them as being, you know what I'm saying, terrible. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they are tear gassing and shooting peaceful people, black, white, whatever color.
I read police reports that George Floyd had some drug problems, which I'm not even fucking worried about. All right, people do drugs. What fucking ever. You know, I'm not that worried about that. I like psychology. I like the idea of using drugs as rehabilitation substances. So I'm not worried about that. But homie apparently went into a woman's house with another guy.
Who?
George Floyd. And not only held her up at gun while his friend was breaking down the house. Hear me out, bro. I mean, this was a police report.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So
I believe that because that he probably I don't know.
I mean, these were his police reports.
He did go to jail for 5 years.
Right.
But like
he went to jail a couple different times apparently.
Yeah, but first of all, I feel like we've seen the type of person that he was, like these videos and stuff. Even if he did all that,
I'm not
that's
saying
cool.
he deserved it. That's not what he fucking deserved to happen to him, and that's not cool either. But I don't know. I also don't know if this needs to be about remembering George Floyd. I'm totally down with this being about backing the Black Lives Matter movement, because that is what this needs to be about. It does need to be about Black Lives Mattering. But George Floyd, like, held the gun to this pregnant woman's stomach while his friend was looting the house, and then his friend came back and pistol whipped her while he was fucking taking other shit out of the house. And then they fucking dipped.
Fuck.
And her son's 13 now. And dude, I would just be like, fuck. Why the fuck are they remembering this guy? Like, if I was her and the 13-year-old son, like, you have to look at your mom and go,
My nigga, it's bigger than that though.
no, I'm just like saying, honestly, I know it's bigger than that because there's so many other better influences.
hold on,
you know what I mean? Like, so many other people who, like, it really, I don't know.
I understand that, but you can't. Well, you can, but out of all the things that man has done in his life, I'm pretty sure we have all done something wrong. Maybe not something that.
And that's fair. And that's fair because he could have learned his lesson by the end by that time. You know what I mean?
I didn't read the article you read. Whether he did or he didn't, like, people change. Did you see those videos that are circulating, talking about the youth and how they're so, you know what I'm saying, how they need to be loved, you know what I'm saying, in the world?
That's true.
Bruh, even if he did that, it don't matter. Even if he did it 5 months ago, you know what I'm saying? Like,
people
bro,
learn.
yeah, people learn and people change, and he was really changing his life, and he was a security guard, and he had a daughter. He was.
Yeah.
You haven't. No,
I mean, he had a daughter.
You haven't heard one person talk down on his character at all. He was always a gentle giant, a loving person. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even if all that was true, he still needs to be fucking remembered, because it at the end of the day, it don't matter what he did.
I can't even believe that police officer was on the force,
What matters
bro.
is how he died.
That's right.
I can't believe that.
What matters is how he died, and
right.
so for that reason, we'll have to forever remember
him. Yeah,
it's not fuck that nigga just because he may have robbed somebody or did something bad. Because, bro, somebody could say that about you after you die and be like, oh, fuck this nigga Ben. Like, who gives a fuck about this nigga? And you could have been, you know what I'm saying? Like that's. And
I could have meant, and I meant more out of
all the conversations we've had on this platform, you know what I'm saying? I know and I've learned who you are, and I see that you're a good person. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, bro.
And for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, decimate your character just because you may have, you know, did the same thing.
No, actually, I get exactly what you're saying, bro.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, and the way he died, it was fucked up. It was wrong. You know?
No, I get that. I get that. That's why we need to remember George Floyd.
Yeah,
actually, I did not get that at first. So. Actually, I think that's the first time I've heard it explained to me.
I'm about to get copyrighted, bro.
And turn that shit off, Mo.
Oh, my bad. My cousin just dropped some new shit. He's a rapper. You should listen to him sometime. He's actually really smooth.
But yeah, though, bro, that's why we gotta remember him. Word. You know what I'm saying? We gotta remember him. We gotta remember, you know what I'm saying, the good he put in the world. Everybody, and you never know what situation he was in. Maybe his daughter was 1 year old when he did it, and if he didn't do that, she wouldn't have no food. You never know. You know what I'm saying, what somebody is really living or really going through unless you know what I'm saying, stepping in their shoes.
I know that they did not. Like, they should not have done that to him. And that cop should not have even been on the police force at that time. I mean, honest to God, fuck that man. But he had already done other fucked up shit, and I can't believe they left him on the police force. Like, he had known history of being aggressive.
And being a racist.
Like, it's not like this was a first-time offense.
Before. I think it was a Mexican person. I forget.
He was involved, but they didn't realize that until after further investigations. Like they looked into it after George Floyd's death. I'm pretty sure. Because they just ignore that shit.
Yes, and it's really fucked up how the laws are. The police records, they're individual like records. They're private. They aren't public. You know what I'm saying? And the public, we should know that if they're gonna be quote
No, they
unquote,
release what they want of that shit.
yeah,
You know?
if they're gonna be policing us, we should know who the fuck these people are. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who they are. They can run our record and judge us off that and think they fucking know us. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to say what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? When you was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because George Floyd, because we have to remember him because no matter what the fuck he did in his life earlier, toward the end of his life, you know what I'm saying? He was obviously trying to make a change. That's all you've been hearing people say. You know what I'm saying? He was a good dude at the end of the day. And even
after he did his shit, he was still trying to do something.
Even if he was a murderer, well, I ain't gonna say that. Even if he was robbing all his life, he still didn't fucking deserve that. Even if he was an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Even if he did that shit, even if he robbed that woman and pistol whipped her the day before he died,
I don't think
he
anyone
still wouldn't
should be fucking murdered,
yeah.
bro. I don't think anyone should be murdered. I think the fucking death penalty is a fucking joke. Honest to God, like the fact that that's a thing is fucking insane to me because
you're choosing.
You are choosing someone's fate, and they're in your control.
You're already doing
and you're gonna fucking do that to them. I mean, honestly, the fact that you're gonna say that they cannot be alive, but you're not gonna send them to a psychological clinic, then, like, what the fuck? Okay, so they're too fucked up, so they need to die. Okay, so then how are they not psychologically damaged and need other help? How are you not gonna try and help them? I mean, you are completely giving up on them.
Some people, that's all some people need, bro. A chance. Like, yeah, some people fuck up. But, you know, I feel like with reform and years and years and years of therapy, maybe meditation, you know what I'm saying, change habits. I feel like anybody can change for the better. But you ain't going to 100% be whatever you weren't before, but you're going to be better, you know what I'm saying?
We can't use death as the example of our country.
And it's not even just death, even prison. Like, bro, people be getting 20 years for, like, a robbery. And when you think about it, like, a robbery... a robbery is something that a lot of people do, like I just said, out of necessity.
Yes.
So, bruh, for you to give me 20 years just for trying to feed my children and shit, you know what I'm saying? You really got to think about it, you know what I'm saying, from other people's aspect.
And I do think these cases need to be more individualized. And they need to go deeper.
And I think the definition of privilege is choosing not to look at things. Yeah, I think that's the definition of privilege. Choose not to see things in another light. And knowing that if you did, it will be wrong. Just shutting out the thought. That's the definition of privilege. And not seeing, you know what I'm saying, how the world affects people differently. Yeah, we human. Yeah, we the same DNA, but my nigga, you know it's different.
Yeah.
If your family was a millionaire, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. I wouldn't be sitting here right now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would. And that goes to show you that circumstances, you know what I'm saying, they affect people differently. And all people are fucking different. Every person is different. Even if
I may not be a millionaire, but I'm 1,000 there.
All right. But yeah, though, man. I had to say that. But ain't shit. And y'all have anything else to expound on? I don't want to sound like a dumbass.
No, bro. I don't. So going back to what you just said, I don't know if defunding the police would solve that then in turn. You know what I mean?
Solve what?
Would solve, like, I don't know if we defund the police, if that's going to protect people. You know what I mean? I think we need to maybe not fund them, but fund, like I said, some other program that watches them. But not defund them. I mean, if we defund them, then that's less police. I mean, we can't have that. We need to reform this shit, if anything. We need to have the police force.
You think we should have more police?
I think we need to use the funds that are already going towards them to diverse into new programs under the police. You know what I mean?
I believe that we should take defund the police and take some of their money and put it in the poor and disenfranchised communities so we can be educated and, you know what I'm saying, know how to deal with life and really not feel all alone. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of minorities, not even just black people, anybody that's poor, they feel like they're alone. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's a generational curse of being poor and being broke and never having nothing and people dying. You know what I'm saying? Breaking those curses. You know what I'm saying? Educating people, putting them on the money and opportunities, showing them how to build credit and shit like that. I feel like that would be a great thing to do. And not even taking all the money. Just take a fucking fifth of money. Take a fifth of whatever they get and put it into maybe a Black Lives Matter movement, social reforms, so it can be normalized that everybody needs to be treated the same and we can all be on the same or similar level, because without money, black people can't really prevail as much as white people in the country, and that's just how it is. Any poor person, not even specifically black, but we talking about black.
And we just need to, I mean, not to be fucking Bernie Sanders, but we need to like narrow the gap. You know what I mean? We need to help the lower class at least get closer to being middle class, at least being at a lower upper class point, because literally the concept of lower class is that it is not enough money to fucking survive on. And I want to say like a couple % of people live on that. And I don't even know how, because it's literally financially supposed to be unlivable.
Yeah.
It's like less than $20,000 a year. And people have like kids on that.
Yeah.
And like businesses let that shit happen. And this almost seems like it needs to be connected to businesses too. Like, what the fuck are businesses doing by paying their workers so little, or not helping, or at least the government not helping these people get jobs better?
Facts.
There's job programs, but a lot of people say that they do not work because a lot of businesses do not want poor people to work. You know what I mean? Because you know what that means. I mean, they think it's going to be some
then they're gonna get
narrow-minded, like tragic black kid or something. Like and they don't want that. They're over here looking like, oh, I can get some fucking Pinehurst kid and pay them fucking minimum wage.
Yeah.
And it's like there's other kids that could really use that money, other families that could really use that opportunity.
No cap. Shit.
Like, some Pinehurst kid is really just gonna go spend all that money on fucking alcohol and not give a shit where that money goes.
Either way.
And some of this needs to be about like where these fucking jobs are going, because I know a lot of people are like willing to work and there's just not being given the opportunity.
Especially like for felons, bro. If you got a felony, like, what are you supposed to fucking do? Really besides sell drugs or steal? Like, bro,
get your record clean. Work to get your record clean.
Yeah, but bro, like, I need a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, just as simple that, like, most felons, unless they like social media influencers or whatever, they can't really provide for their family like a regular normal person would. That's why we need like reform and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can be reformed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go through that, you know what I'm saying? And you can be reintroduced in society as a member with maybe stipulations. You don't have full access, you know what I'm saying, because you did fuck up. But it'll be easier for you to maneuver and be successful. Just because you're a felon, that don't mean you got to be broke all your life.
Right.
It shouldn't mean. For sure. But yeah, though. Y'all got anything more to add?
Shit, I think that's all I got, bro. Because this is a really, like, I don't know. This shit's really deep, bro.
Yeah, this is a really sensitive topic. That's why I've been kind of quiet.
Yeah. Nah, but shit, we need to talk about it just for
no
that
cap,
reason.
Actually.
For that reason, it is sensitive, but don't shy away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
State your stance and just,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think you made me understand a little bit about.
Yeah.
I've been bullied my whole life about my skin color. It's really funny.
I feel that, bro. I mean, I was like the fucking devil as a kid. I mean, I'm left-handed. I'm redheaded.
What was you about to say?
Yeah.
What was you about to say?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, and so that shit was just like, I mean, I feel that. I think that's really why I connected with Muhammad when I met him in high school. It's because we both, like, kind of understood where each other came from. Yeah. We both had felt like a lot of kids being assholes. I wasn't religious, and there were a lot of kids, even when I was younger, that pressured me into, like, going to church or something. They were like, they couldn't believe that I had never been to church. And I was just like, what? Like, I was really just chilling there on, like, my little fucking Game Boy or whatever.
Hold on, so you an atheist?
I'm not atheist. I'm actually agnostic.
What that mean?
So I don't really.
Atheist means
You don't believe in God.
So I believe in God. I just don't really like the concept of religion. To me, it's become a really like business concept, and I don't like that. A lot of it,
cap.
like you see, like a lot of these, fuck, and don't let me use the wrong word, but like these ministers, like these Southern ministers, right?
There's no need for a fucking church to have a hotline.
So
You
near
know what
me,
I'm saying?
there's
Like they be selling
neighborhood.
holy water and shit. Y'all be seeing that? Or they
Yes.
used to. It's probably less and less
Dude,
now. But
this
yo,
shit is crazy,
they be
bro.
selling like blessings and prayers. Do you want money?
I hate that, and I hate that shit. Absolutely hate the concept of
This
it
is
being
hilarious,
so
though.
connected
Fucking
to business. And so I really don't like the concept
White ones too. All
of
of them.
religion because it's so money based. And so to me,
God.
I can love God and I can love Him in my own.
But you don't have to.
and
give
I can
money,
show
though.
it that you don't have to give money. You can just think your own thoughts, and that can be it. Honestly, you know, honest to God. I mean, that can be you.
God.
So you don't pray.
I mean, I don't play it like that. But if I don't, I send thoughts. I send thoughts out. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's not praying, but that's my own way of sending my shit out. You know what I mean?
I guess, man.
I feel you. Well, yeah, man. Hey, we got to get together. We got to skate together, bro.
Hell yeah,
I
bro.
got to get a GoPro. We got to start vlogging. I got to do a lot of shit.
I sit there and I think on the concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I believe there's a God, but I'm not sure too all at the same time. But I'm not atheist. You know, I'm not like there is no God. Because to me, that's how the fuck do you know? That's my view of it. How do you know?
I think I see God in a lot of the things man makes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't believe nothing in the Bible, I believe that, I believe at least Earth is man-made. I mean it's made by God.
I think
I feel like you can see it, especially in children. You can really see God in, like, children. Or I can.
Oh, wait. Do you want this?
Or like, I'm good. Or like God's likeness.
I don't know, dude. I feel that. I work in a coffee shop, and all the kids that come in there, they're so funny and they're so innocent. You know, I mean, they're so sweet.
I think your coworker's gay.
I believe in religion. I believe in religion, but
he's not gonna listen to this.
I don't know which
He
religion.
is. I'm gonna tell him to take it out when I see him.
Thank you. Go for it, man.
Y'all got anything else to say?
Hell yeah, man.
Actually, yeah. Let's keep
What's
talking.
Bring up a topic.
So, basically, how do you guys feel about the marijuana seeds?
What you talk about?
Like the strains. How do you feel about the strain?
I wanna that's another reason why I gotta get an NC. My nigga came down from New York. He had some shit that smelled like mangoes. I was high off my ass. Like it was way better than the shit we got down here.
Really?
Way better. Like I was super high. Then he wrote another one.
No, what I'm saying is there's a website you can go to online.
Yeah.
It's like
a lot of niggas get packed from the dark web.
No, you don't even have to go on the dark web. You just gotta look up this one.
Okay, so fuck the seeds. Hear me out. All right. So even if like 1 out of 100 protesters like pollute, I want you to think like in a major city like Raleigh, like who has to fucking clean this up? You know what I mean?
Have you been seeing the videos? There have been a lot of people in the just community that live there. And just really banding together, NBA stars, you know what I'm saying? People.
I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of the people trying to protect these businesses, because for a lot of these people, like, these are your black families that are trying to make a living. I mean, I've seen so many businesses where if it's a white family or a Mexican or a Hispanic family even, you know,
that was a headache. Sorry.
You're good. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could absolutely destroy someone's living and make them, I don't know. I mean, absolutely just destroy their whole life. I mean, they can get a divorce because of that shit. I mean, they can literally not survive who knows? I've seen people fucking starve on the streets because of other fucking like break-ins and shit in the past. They just couldn't economically survive from this shit.
I mean, that's true, but shit, black people, we're not the only movement that riots, and I think that's another thing the media portrays.
It's not. I think a lot of this is
I don't know. You remember
shit,
Charlottesville? Bro. It was, what was it, KKK members of white supremacy? It was some shit.
It was fucking white supremacy.
Yeah, they was outside with their guns, my nigga. And did Donald Trump send in the feds? No, the fuck he didn't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
I think that's crazy because he is sending in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, literally the police, they had to be aware at some moment that they were doing the shit. And I'm pretty sure that they were unbothered. Came and went from home unscathed with their fucking guns cocked and loaded.
I mean, I don't remember them using like tear gas this at all even.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
They got the National Guard going in there. They were shooting like the little bean bullets at him even. Just like telling people to go inside their houses.
Exactly. Just that one difference. That just shows you what white supremacy is. That shows you what racism is in this country. That shows you like the difference and how you should be aware just by seeing that one thing. But yeah, man, a lot of people, they're not aware, and we keep, I don't know, we just got to keep giving people information. We got to keep reiterating. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying I don't think we saying nothing that Martin Luther King said didn't say back in the day. I mean, we saying the exact same thing. The exact same thing. We just fighting still just to be accepted. We're not fighting for nothing else. Just to still be accepted.
I know, it just feels like we've
in society
progressively gone like just not so far. I don't know. It feels like it looked like we had gone so far, and then
people only assume that because Barack was in office.
It's just because literally what the media chose to fucking portray. I mean, they chose not to make an issue out of this until the people chose to rise up, and now the media is talking about it, and even the media is like, they're terrified. So many of these people, I mean, they're acting like these people are fucking monsters, you know, and they're just like they're yelling. I mean, they're chanting even. Yeah. I don't even know if they're not screaming, a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them are just saying their thing over and over and over again. A lot of them have their belief, and they keep saying it because it needs to be made aware. Fact. And they are being like, oh, I need to hide in like a candy shop or something. That was an actual report. They had to go hide in a candy shop because the news reporter was too scared to be out on the streets anymore. Yeah. And that happened in fucking Raleigh. I thought that was crazy. He just couldn't handle being out in those riots.
Yeah, but the story different everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart though.
The story different everywhere, and the way people portray that may not be. You know what I'm saying? Because we're bound to the fucking view of the media, what we choose to believe at the end of the fucking day. Yeah. Okay. Wherever we get our information from. We're bound to that. So, at the end of the day, you may never know what the fuck is right. No cap.
Dude, I think there's one thing that can be right though, and it's to accept all people who love. You know what I mean? Anyone who is capable of love needs to not be forgotten or lost, because that's a fucking human being right there. And I think that's no cap, bro. And that's on God, baby girl.
Who said that? Who said
that? That was Uncle Ron, bro.
Y'all be saying that shit. I be listening back. I be like, what the fuck did this nigga just say?
Okay, so there's this man. I have to, bro. There's this TikTok guy named Uncle Ron. And he'll be like, yeah, I suck.
Oh, yeah. Before I forget, Broke Conversations is now on, I think, iTunes or Apple Podcasts.
Fuck yeah.
And I just wanted to let everybody know that. So, I've been hearing some complaints from the people that don't have Spotify and Anchor. So now, and I'm also working on putting it on SoundCloud. So I think I just uploaded the episode.
Word?
Yeah, on SoundCloud. So it's on SoundCloud, Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, and I think that's it. Okay. And I got a little bit of something on YouTube.
I'll be listening back to it on Spotify.
I just want to let y'all know, get over to that, and I'm about to create a little sponsor thing. You know what I'm saying, for fans to fucking send some bread, contribute to the podcast, show me your love. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But anyway, we about to be up out this bitch. This has been another fucking very special episode of Broke Conversations. I'm your host, OG Odie. I got my nigga Mohammed and Ben up in this bitch. And
Peace.
All right.
We out this hoe.
I'm just a nigga out of NC, tryna put you up on game, to put it simply. Remember days I was empty, remain true to myself, that's always been key.